not want it to be a kind of okay. I would not want it to be a kind that will be just me speaking and speaking and speaking. I would love to hear everybody's contribution. I would love to hear questions and all of that. I promise to answer from my own end. Don't worry, we're in this together. Okay, so when Amy Dion reached out to me, I was thinking it was a space kind of thing. Okay, I was like, okay, I can do this because I'm used to doing something like that. But I did not know it's going to be like in such a way where people are going to be listening to me. They are going to detect my mistakes and all of that. And trust me, I tried to prepare. I was on a space actually. I'm still on a space currently. But I just remember that I said the time was convenient for me, so I just had to like leave and quickly join. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about the role of a Web3 content creator, responsibilities and expectations, essential skills, the research, writing, editing, and storytelling, and also understanding the target audience in this Web3 space. So, I want to believe that everybody here is in Web3 already, like we are already people from Web3, right? Please, am I audible? Am I speaking to myself? Can anybody hear me? Oh wow. Is anybody there? Can anybody hear me? If you can hear me, just unmute your mic and says, okay, I just got a thumbs up from somebody. All right. So as I said earlier, please, I would love this to be a kind of interactive class. Please, you guys should not let me to do the talking alone. Please. I stand to be corrected. Always. So yeah, let's start with the role of a Web3 content creator. Okay. My name is Fantasy. I think you guys have already heard that. And I'm a content creator, mostly video content creator. That is what I specialize. All right. So I've been in the Web3 space for like, let's say half a year. It's not up to a year yet, but thank God for where I am now. Thank God for the growth and the support and everything. So my experience as a video content creator in the Web3 space has been a whole lot. And yeah, I can say that, okay, I've actually come of that level to speak to people about it and all of that. So, as a content creator in the Web3 space, what is your role? I believe one of the most important roles a content creator plays in the Web3 space is informing people, communicating people, like bringing awareness, creating awareness to people in the space. I mean, it is for me, I believe that content creators are mostly people that do the most work here on space. Though they will not believe me, they will want to argue with me, but that is what I actually believe. I mean, content creators are actually the people that make known of this project. They're actually the people that bring it to your timeline. They are actually the people that make you know about these things. And as a content creator, there are different ways. There are different ways content creation works. I mean, you have the parts where people write, where people use video content, people use graphics, and a whole lot just to push a content, just to push a project. And the part I specialize is the video content part. I used to be a writer, so I no longer write. So I would say I don't do content writing. But yeah, there are still people that do it, of which I'm going to recommend that for anybody here who is into content writing and all of that. So, as a content creator, there is a whole lot for you, a whole lot of work you have to do. I mean, starting from the researching. I mean, if you're talking about something you have to research, make sure you do like quality research. I mean, you don't want to lead your audience astray. You don't want to feed them with false information. You want them to actually know what exactly you're talking about. You want them to actually know the truth about what you're talking about. I mean, if I was one of your followers or your listeners, and then you talk about something, and all of a sudden, let's say I go to do my own research and then I found out that some of the things you've said are false, you would not expect me to come back to your content again. You would not expect me to come back to read what you're saying or to listen to whatever thing you have to say. I mean, you've already deceived me the first time. I would not want to come back. So yeah, always do your research very, very, very well. Always do your research. Research should be one of the top things every content creator should be able to do in this space. I mean, if you're talking about a project, you want to write about a project, you want to work about a project, you want to work for a project, sorry, you have to research and know what this project is about, know how it is going to help your audience, know the utilities surrounding this project, just have to know like a whole lot about this project before you can put it out there. How safe and secure is this project? How can it be helpful to this your audience? Or are you just putting it out there just because you want to put something out there? Yeah, so that is that about your research. So and as a content creator, you have to like you need to have like a whole lot of skills so that if this one doesn't work, you navigate to the other one. Like for somebody like me, I use storytelling. I tell stories a whole lot. Sometimes I can just like dive into what I want to say. Like one of the recent contents I made, I started with a kind of storytelling. I was acting two characters. That was how I started off. So that is the storytelling aspect. You just need to find out what your audience like which one sits better with them. I mean, you can be in a kind of position where your audience love listening to stories. You can still be working with audience that they just want to hear what you have to say, like just straight to the point kind of something. Yeah. And you can also be involved with a kind of audience that they they would want to like, how do I say it? They would want to like hear experiences before you talk about what you want to talk about. Yeah, okay, so that is that for that aspect. And then over to the next aspect, the editing aspect. I mean, as a content creator, okay, well, let's say they still have content editors. So it's not necessarily or a must that as a content creator you would know how to edit. But for me, nobody edits my work for me. I love to do my things by myself. Even if I see something that somebody did, like a kind of edit that somebody did, and I like it, I'll just go up to that person and be like, yo, how did you do this thing? I would not want you to do it for me because I want to learn to, I want to do things by myself. Like, I made a content for this project, and because I'm trying to improve my skills when it comes to editing. I mean, keep making I want to keep making like in putting out engaging contents out there. So I reached out to this guy that I know is a video editor. And then he told me some certain things where I could get some certain things that I really need for my editing. And that was that. So instead of me telling him to do this thing for me, I did it for me. I just asked him, where can I get this? I prefer it is better that way. I mean, you're actually teaching yourself, you're giving yourself a kind of innovation, and it will be very, very useful for you because I mean, a time will come when these people will not be at your beck and call. What then happens? Do you keep waiting for them? So, as a content creator, I believe your editing skills should be top notch. Well, I will not really say that mine is top notch, but I would say that as a content creator, you should at least the basics of editing should be in one of the things you learn. I mean, even if you're a writer, definitely you edit your works. You're a graphic designer, you edit your works too. I mean, as a writer, you need graphic designs. It's part of editing. I mean, there are some write-ups that you come across on the timeline, and then you don't see graphic designs to be looking somehow vague to you, like empty, just because you did not see graphic designs. But once that there are graphic designs there, I mean, it's as if the write-up is alive, something like that. So, as a writer, you adding graphic designs to your write ups is a kind of edit because let's say it's not all writers that actually include these graphic designs to their work and all of that. Yeah. So, I don't know. And okay, I don't know if there are video content creators here because I would love to like talk about apps you could use to edit as a video content creator. Are there any video content creators here or should I just continue? Any video content creators here? Oh God. All right, let me just continue. All right, so for video content, there are different apps you can use to get that kind of edit you want. You can use CapCut. That is what I use basically. You can use CapCut. You can use InShot. I don't know if you guys know about InShot. You can also use what's this app called? You can use Premiere Rush. You can even use Final Cut Camera. And then coming to the graphic designers, you can use Canva and a whole lot of apps that I don't even know about because obviously I'm not a graphic designer. So yeah, that is that about editing. And then I've already said something about storytelling. I mean, storytelling plays a huge role in content creation. Your audience, what if like they are this type of people that they want something that is actually going to hook them to read to the end. They actually want to watch that thing that will make them keep on watching your video to the end. Like they need that story, that juicy story, even if you have to fake the story, you just have to put out a story out there so that these people can actually stay glued to your content. So these people can actually have the patience to watch till the end. I mean, you don't have to like, let's say, fire up at the beginning and then in between the content or at the end, your energy already dropped. People would notice that, and then midway your content, they might just stop watching, they might stop reading, and something like that. So, responsibilities. I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't know if I'm making sense. I would love to like get a thumbs up or something like that just to know that, yeah, the class is moving on. So yeah, let's talk about the responsibilities and the expectations. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Let's talk about the responsibilities and expectations as a video content creator. Sorry, a content creator. Yeah. So as a content creator now, people will be looking up to you to like, how are you going to convince me to okay? Let's say you made a content for a project, let's say a meme coin, people will be looking at how are you going to convince me to buy this meme coin? How is what you're putting out there going to convince me to actually trade with you guys? Those are the expectations. They expect you to actually prove that to them. They expect you to show them the reasons why they need to do what you're asking them to do. They expect you to show them that okay, yeah, this is why you need to buy here. This is why you need this meme coin. This is why you need to work with this project and all of that. I mean, if you don't give me reasons to do something, I won't do it. If you don't show me, yeah, these are the advantages, and the advantages are more higher, and the advantages are higher than the disadvantages, I would not even ape in. I would not give a listening ear to that. But when you are telling me and you're so confident about it, I mean, I would love to give it a try, even without knowing what the project is about. From what you're saying, from the way you are speaking, I'm already like convinced to get it just because the person advertising that or the person talking about that is so confident and sure of what he or she is saying. So these are some of the expectations people are looking up to you for. And you might be like, you're just a content creator, nobody cares. People are watching, people care a whole lot. I mean, it's from that your content that you will see people that actually want to like key into what you're saying. You see people that they really want to do this thing with you. I mean, if you do not put out this content and make it in such a convincing way, nobody's even going to bother. They'll just like and scroll past the content. Meanwhile, that is not the aim and objective for you putting out that content. You're putting the content there to get people, to get the attention of your audience, and not just because you're putting it out there. So there's there's this thing I used to say: if you are doing something, whatever thing it is that you're doing, make sure that you have passion for that thing. Because I mean, something you don't have passion for, there's no way you're going to enjoy doing it. There's no way you're going to love doing that thing. So if you have passion for content creating, you enjoy creating content, definitely your whole mind, body, and soul will be attached to it. That you want to do this thing, like putting yourself as the audience. If I was the audience, how would I see this content? If I was the audience, will I be convinced as much as I want these people to be convinced? That is one of your responsibility as a content creator. What you're putting out there, is it actually convincing people? Is it actually making them to see what what you want them to see? Is it actually passing out that information that you want to pass out to them? Or is it just there because it's a content? All right, so that is that about that. I want to believe that each and every one of you is like jotting down and putting down something. I mean, I told you guys from the start that I want this to actually be an interactive class, and I stand to be corrected always. And if you have questions, just prepare your questions. Okay, so understanding the target audience in the Web3 space. I think I've even said some part of it, but I will still buttress that. So yeah, understanding the target audience in the Web3 space. Let's say you're creating content for a trading project. I mean, your target audience should be the traders. How are you going to reach these people? How do you drag their attention to what you are saying? Okay, so now here's the thing. These traders, I mean, it is very obvious that everybody has a different niche in the Web3 space, and it is not like it is hidden. I mean, it is mostly in their profiles. This is what I do, this is what I do. So it's not be so hard for you not to know what this person is doing. So you know these traders, you've seen it in their profile actually. So it's now left for you. I mean, you want to bring this person. This person is a trader, and you're advertising a trading project. You want to bring this person to actually trade with you guys. You want to convince this person to trade with your platform. You have to keep giving him the reasons why he should actually do that. And how do you do that? It's from what you put out there. I mean, I said something about research. If your research is not comprehensive, there is no way the person is actually going to know what he should do and what he should not do. There's no way the person is going to see reasons with you why he should trade with you guys. So, how to actually reach out to these people? Okay, let's say I'm a trader and one person here is a content creator, and you already know that I am a trader, and then you put out such content. And if we've connected before, there's no way I am not going to see that project. There's no way I'm not going to see that your content about trading and be interested in it. Why? Because I know you. I already know that whatever comes from you is not fake. It is not false. I'll be convinced just knowing that you're the one pushing out this project. I'll be forced to trade with you, even though I have somebody else I'm trading with, just because you are the one bringing it to the timeline. Just because I already know you and I know you're not fake. So when it comes to this whole content creation thing and then trying to understand your audience, you also have to make kind of connections and all of that. Also, coming to this understanding your target audience, if you look at your timeline, you already studied your timeline, you know the kind of content these people love to see. you know the kind of content they actually want to hear about, the kind of content they want to see. You put it out there. I mean, if you put out a kind of content that nobody wants to hear, nobody wants to see, nobody wants to talk about, nobody's even going to like speak about it, nobody's even going to like give you that listening ear. They will just leave you like that. So yeah, you putting out content that actually resonates with your audience is very, very important, so that it will not be as if you're just talking and talking and nobody hears you. Maybe you've not really put what your audience wants you to put out there. Your audience might be interested in seeing DeFi content, but you're putting out blockchain content. They will not really engage much because that is not what they want to see. That is not actually, yes, Dad. That is not actually what they want to see. So yeah, that is that about that. And talking about how to, okay, I think I should talk about the monetary aspect. I mean, money is a kind of motivation to me. I don't know about you or me, I would not even lie about that one. If I am getting paid for what I do, I am always motivated to do more. I'm always looking for ways to be better because I mean, these people acknowledge me, they see what I am doing and they are proud of it. So I'll definitely push forward. All right, how to earn as a content creator. I've actually earned as a content creator in different ways. The first way I will say, I was onboarded to Web3 through one project that had a token. So I was being paid using their tokens. I was their video content creator. I was working as a video content creator for them because obviously that's what I do. So I was putting out content using videos for these people, and then I got paid through their tokens. That is one of it. But on the contrary, you don't really need to work for a project before you earn from them. I mean, I've done a whole lot of free jobs and I earned. Free jobs, I mean, you would not want your profile to just be empty. You would not want people to come and say that you've not posted for the past 1 week. You can just be scrolling through your timeline and then you come across these projects. These projects, they need your services. They require what you have. They need content creators. And then you decide to just put out something for them. You make your research as usual, you script, and then boom, you go. I mean, when that project sees it and it is very accurate, there's no way they would not want to reward you. But in some cases, they won't. Because I don't know why, I don't know what these projects feel like, but sometimes they would not even like notice you or recognize you. What's the solution when it comes to that aspect? You keep on pushing. When you make the first content, they don't notice you. Try to interact with their posts. They drop posts, make sure you're there to interact. Make sure you're there to drop your own contribution. If they host spaces, make sure you're there. And then before you know it, they notice you. Me, I believe in not pitching to projects because, I mean, there's this thing that comes with pitching to a project. I mean, they'll be like, okay, why do you want to work for us? And then you start talking and all of that. But for somebody like me, I would prefer after I had already made a content for this project before I go into pitching. Why do I say so? If you're asking me why I want to work for you and what I can do for the project and all of that, I already have a proof of work, the content I made for the project, and I will just show you, yeah, this is the link to what I did for your project. Check it out and tell me you don't like it. There is no project that you will hold down like that and they will say no to you. I mean, you're already a step ahead of other people that are pitching it. When they see your work, they're like, oh, this person has actually put the content even before reaching out to us. There's no way they're going to say no to you. I mean, you're already one step ahead other people that are pitching in as well. So that is one of the strategies that I've been using that have been working for me. Meanwhile, there was another project that I just came across. I just wanted to give them like this hype video, nothing much. Just I used a storytelling method. And before I knew it, they noticed me. Like I was not even expecting that because that was the time I lost my account. I was still trying to build and all of that. So I was so low on followers, so low on engagements and all of that. No visibility at all. So it was tough. I was so surprised when I realized they noticed me. And they paid me in their token. I was not even expecting that. I'm not even going to lie. And I've been doing this for a whole lot of projects. I can remember there was a project I did this for. I just made one video for, and they liked it. They reached out to me and they were like, okay, they would love to work with me. They asked me my budget and all of that. And that was it. That was how we that was how I went into partnership with this project. And they did not regret it. Me, I did not regret it. That is one of the ways you can make money through content creation. There are a lot of writers that I know that are earning big. Even aside putting out something for a project, you can actually do contests. Me, I'm not a contest person because I just have this belief that most of these contests they actually pick their winners based on who they know, based on the people they want. So that's it's just like Nigerian government. I mean, before they even conduct election, they've already picked the winners of the election. That's just what I believe. I'm not saying that is true. That is just my own belief. So I don't really do contests. But that is another way you can earn as a content creator. I mean, here, most of the contents in the space now, it's always about content creators, graphic designers, video content creators, content writers, and all of that. I mean, if your work stands out, there's no way they're not going to pick you. And there's always a reward for contests. So, I don't know. I feel like I've been speaking so much and I don't even know if I'm communicating. I would love to like drop my mic here. Maybe if you have any question or anything to say, I'm open to listen to you. I'm open to all any question. So yeah, I'll be dropping my mic here. Whoever wants to ask a question or you have something to say, yeah, you can say. I'll be muting my mic here. Does anybody have anything to say? Hello, does anybody have anything to say? Oh God. Hello. Does anybody have anything to say? Oh God.
No.
Any questions, any contribution? What do you want to say? Anything you have to say, please drop. This is supposed to be an interactive class, so please, you guys, say something. Say something. I don't want it to look like as if I've not been saying anything. Please, you guys should say something.
Okay. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you very much so far. Um, okay, I will just say mine is a question, and it's based on my own outlook and experience, or what to expect from pursuing maybe a career in content creation. So my background, I'm a safety professional, into training and development as part of my profession. But I'm also looking at moving on to selling content or making content online regarding training and professional development. because I know you've talked much about digital marketing and crypto and all that. So, what would be your advice on how to put a foot forward or on how to start moving my hard copies, if you like, my classroom training to the online space?
Okay, okay. If I understand that, you're trying to say that you're still in the Web2 space and then you want to navigate to the Web3 space, right?
Exactly. Thank
Okay,
you.
so what do you do? What do you do in the Web2 space?
Okay, so I'm a safety professional and I'm into identification and identification of threats or hazards. Basically, to put it basically, I'm into risk assessment. So my job involves keeping people safe at work and also training people and creating awareness on how to work safely, how to handle equipment safely, how to follow rules, procedures, and policies in at work, occupational health, and also how to protect the environment from what we do, how to make sure everyone is safe. So my question is, so as part of my job, I am also a trainer. I do training, classroom training, in-person training. But I've been thinking of moving content online because I know people are into e-learning and all that. I don't know if what you're covering now deals with this. But my question is, how do I transition, so to say, to online marketing of my health and safety products in terms of training and awareness?
All right, all right, all right, all right. Actually, what I'm saying does not cover that aspect, but I think I know where you're going to. Okay, so here in the Web3 space, we have online marketers, we have calls. These are people that push these projects alongside content creators. They are the ones that host spaces, they are the ones that put out tweets every now and then, marketing a project, telling people about this project, pushing the project even harder than the founder. This is what people like that do here. And then you said something about keeping people safe from from the environment and what you do, right? Are you there?
Yes,
Okay, so you said something about keeping people safe,
yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, so actually, I've not seen a niche like that in the Web3 space, but the aspects I was thinking about is this community moderators and managers. I mean, these people, they actually like the head of the community. I don't know if you've heard something like that before. Since you said you're from the Web2 space, you might not really have heard about it before. But for something about keeping people safe, I mean, you care about the awareness of other people. You care about,
Exactly.
eh?
Exactly.
Yeah, you care about these people. So, and I think that is the work of somebody who is a community manager or community moderator. I mean, you're the one to like tell them what to do in the community and what not to do. But I'm not trying to pick a niche for you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to pick a niche for you. But I'm just like telling you, since you want to navigate to the Web3 space, I'm just like giving you instances of things you can do. I'm telling you on the things you could actually pick up when you navigate to the Web3 space. Because I would not want you to like trying to do something else that might not really like sit well with you, something that you have to struggle before you adjust to. So, girl, you said you can market. I think that should be the first one there. Though there's a different way they do market in the Web3 space. But since it is something you do in Web2, it will not be so hard for you to bring it to Web3. You just need a little touch of the Web3 fever to like push it up, and then you're good to go. I don't know if I've helped you in any way with your question. I just
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Maybe as we go, as we progress, I'll also ask more questions. Thank you.
all right. Thank you so much for the question. So yeah, does anybody have anything to say? A question, a contribution, anything? Does anybody have anything else to say? Where is this girl?
Have you noticed?
No questions, no contributions. Is that what you guys are trying to tell me? And if there are no questions or no contributions, I mean, it's just like you all are saying that she didn't really do anything, she didn't say anything. Should I go with that? Is that what you people are telling me? Where is Emmy Dong? Let me try to text her. Let me reach her out.
Hi, Olu.
Hi, hi, hi. I was trying to call your attention since
Oh my
I
God, I'm
don't know.
sorry. I was
I
not
got
thinking. Okay, we have like four
all right.
tracks running
It's fine.
simultaneously at the same time. Product management, data analysis, Web2 marketing, and content creation. So I was trying to like get to see if the other speakers were in line, if they are done and all. So I left when D was asking a question. I'm so sorry.
All right. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know. It seems like I don't know. I'm kind of like done talking. I don't know. I was asking them if they had something
Okay,
to say or like a question to ask, but everybody has been mute. So it's just D that I got a question from.
okay. I think everybody's fine. If they are mute, it means like the silence means we're all good at all. And I we hope to invite you for another session like soon. That's if
All
everything
right.
falls in
Sure. Sure.
place.
Sure. Sure.
Like,
Sure. Sure. Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
so much. Like I know I heard you at some point. You said you were into writing, but you are now into. I watched your videos now, and I'm always like, oh, this girl is doing a lot. I personally, I love content. I'm a content writer, and I'm also trying to do videos at the same time. At the same time, rather. So I have a very big day for content. So yes, so thank you for coming on board. Thank you. So sorry we kept you waiting. So sorry. Thank you for coming on board. Thank you for accepting our invite. D, I can't really pronounce your name. Please unmute yourself and pronounce your name. Thank you. Okay. All right. So D and a couple of people left, right? So it's still good. You guys came around. Thank you for joining your track and joining the call as well. So have you given the assignment, please? Hi Onu, have you given assignments, please?
Okay. Am I supposed to give assignments? I did not know I was supposed to give assignments.
Mm, okay, I think that's from my end. Okay, I would forward it to them to see, right? I
All
would
right.
forward it
No
to them.
problem.
Oh yeah, I missed that. Okay, so good night everybody. Thank you D and the others for joining the call. We hope to see you in our next class, which will be on Monday. Please do well to utilize the bootcamp properly. Do well to put yourself out there, and I know she mentioned it in her course. Right, so we'll see you next week. Bye. Have a nice evening.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much. I
I'm
just
so
hope that
grateful.
what I've said did not confuse anybody, and I
No,
just
it
wish
will.
they would actually put it to good use. And yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, please do well to reach out to her on X as Fantasy B. She has a red PFP. Once you see it, you know she's in for danger, like danger in a positive way. So, guys, please do well to reach out to her and stay tuned to our socials, Radical Global or LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, X, right? We always have announcements all the time, and it's something you shouldn't miss out on. So, see you in our next class. Bye.